Hello students, let's continue the session on playing with the numbers. We had solved the second question of exercise 5.5. Let's continue with question number 3. The question number 3 is, which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? We all know the composite numbers. The first composite number is 4. The factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. The next composite number is 6. The factors are 1, 2, 3, 6. The next composite number is 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. The next composite number is 9. 3, 9. Whenever we consider the prime factorization, 1 is the factor which is not included in the prime factorization. We always write 4 as the product of 2 square, 6 as the product of 2 and 3, whenever a composite number is written as product of prime, we always write excluding 1. Say 12 is the number, it is written as 2 square into 3. Here 1 is not written. Let's look at question number 4. Write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in terms of its prime factorization. We all know that the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. This will be the greatest 4-digit number. This has to be prime factorized. Let me use a factor tree for representing the prime factorization. This number is divisible by 3 multiplied to 3333. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 4 × 3s is 3 multiplied to 4 ones. And the factors of 1111 is 101 multiplied to 11. Therefore, 9999, the greatest 4-digit number, is the prime product of 3 square. 3 square, the end numbers we have to see, 3 square into 11 into 101. You can follow another method also. Let me tell you that. If you consider 9999 divided by the smallest prime number, we get it as 3333. Further, you divide it by the smallest prime number, we get it as 1111. Now you divide by 11. 101 time is 11. 101 one time is 101. This is 1. Okay, alright. So 9999 is nothing but 3 square multiplied to 11 multiplied to 101. Now the question is to write the smallest 5-digit number, which is 10000. 10,000 is the smallest 5-digit number and express it in the form of its prime factors. Suppose if I write 1 followed by 4 zeros, it's 10,000. Let me do prime factorization. I'll start dividing by 2. 5,000 is 10,000. Once again it is divisible by 2. 2,500 into 2. Once again it is divisible by 2. 1250. Once again it is divisible by 2. It is 675. This 675 is not divisible by 2 and 3 also. Divided by the next prime number which divides. Let me continue that part here. 5 divides 675. 125 times. Again 5 25 times. 5 times. So till here is 2 raised to the power 4. 2 is repeated 4 number of times, and 675 continuation has got once again repetition of 5 4 times. So 2 raised to the power 4 and 5 raised to the power 4 will be the prime product of the smallest 5-digit number. Look at the next question. Find all the prime factors of 1729 and arrange them in ascending order. Now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. To find the prime factors of 1729, I would like to divide it. This number 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 7 is 18 plus 1 is 19. It's not divisible by 3. Let us divide it by the next prime number, say 7. 7 divides it. Yes, 2 times is 14. 3 remains 32. 4s are 28. So 4 remains 49. 7s are 49. So it is divisible. And it is not divisible by 7. It is divisible by 13. 13, 1 time is 13. 11 remains. 117 is 9 times. So 19 ones are. So the prime product of 1729 is 7 multiplied to 13 multiplied to 19. This is how it is arranged in ascending order. 7 is the smallest number, next number is 13, next number is 19. It's done. Now we need to state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. Observe 7 and 13. 13 is larger than 7 by 6. So when 6 is added to 7, we get 13. The next number 19 is the sum of 13 and 6. So the relation is the difference of two consecutive prime factors is 6. Understood? They differ by 6. Let's take up question 7. The product of 3 consecutive numbers is always divisible by 6. Verify this statement with the help of few examples. Remember, among the 3 consecutive numbers, there must be one even number and one multiple of 3. Thus, product is multiple of 6. That means it is divisible by 6. Let me give an example. 2 multiplied to 3 multiplied to 4 is 24. It is a multiple of 6. This number 24 is divisible by 6. Let me give one more example. 4 multiplied to 5 multiplied to 6 is 120. This is also divisible by 6. Here, one of the even number is 6 and one more number which is a multiple of 3 is 6. Even number is 4 and one of the multiple is 6. This number is divisible by 6. This statement you must remember, you will come across in class 10th, first chapter. Question 8. The sum of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Verify this statement with the help of some example. Let me consider some examples. Say 3 plus 5 is 8 and 8 is divisible by 4. Let me take one more example. 5 plus 7, the sum is 12 and 12 is divisible by 4. If I take another example, 7 plus 9, 7 plus 9 is 16 and 16 is divisible by 4. One more example, 9 added to 11 is 20 and 20 is also divisible by 4. So this statement is a true statement. All the sum of two consecutive odd numbers is always divisible by 4. Question number 9. In which of the following expressions prime factorization has been done? Look at the first one. 24 is 2 multiplied to 3 multiplied to 4. 3 4s are 12 multiplied to 2 is 24, no doubt, but then it's not a prime number. This one is not a prime number. So in this, prime factorization is not been done. In this case, all are prime and prime factorization is done. In this case also, all prime factorization is done. In this case, it's not done because 9 is not a prime number. So in expressions B and C, prime factorization has been done, not in E and D. Determine if 25110 is divisible by 45. Hint has been given. 5 and 9 are co-prime numbers. Test the divisibility by 5 and by 9. If they are divisible by 5 as well as 9, then the number is divisible by 5 multiplied to 9, which is 45. It's something like this. We know the prime factorization. Prime factorization of 45. It is 5 multiplied to 9. 25110 is divisible by 5 because 0 is its units place. When the number is having 0 in the units place, it's divisible by 5. We have learned that. 25110 is divisible by 9 as sum of digits is 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0, which is 9, is divisible by 9. Therefore, 25110 is divisible by the product 5 times 9, which is 45. Question 11. 18 is divisible by both 2 and 3. It is also divisible by 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Similarly, a number divisible by both 4 and 6. Can we say that the number must also be divisible by 4 into 6, which is equal to 24? If not, give an example to justify your answer. No, it is not possible. Because, let me give an example. Number 12 is divisible by 6 and 4, but 12 is not divisible by 24. Then why is that the earlier case was true? Remember, you must always remember that 2 and 3 both are prime. So this possibility is not there because 4 and 6, they are not the prime numbers. For all prime, the above relation holds true. Alright, let me consider the 12th question now. I am the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Can you find me? We all know the smallest 4 prime numbers. They are 2, 3, 5 and 7. Therefore, the required number will be the product of these prime numbers 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. If you multiply, you will be getting 210. So 210 is the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Next is exercise 3.6. We shall discuss first question. Find the highest common factor of the following numbers. First one is 18 and 48. Let me write down the factors of 18 and the factors of 48. Using prime factorization, 18 can be expressed as 2 multiplied to 3 multiplied to 3. Similar way, 48 can be expressed as 2 multiplied 4 times with 3. Here, to find the highest common factor, we always consider the power notation. It is 2 raised to the power 4 into 3. We will consider a common number 2 and 3 with their smallest powers. Lowest power of 2 is 2 here and the lowest power of 3 is 1 here. The lowest power we need to highlight here, the lowest power is 1. If nothing is there, we will consider it as 1. So 2 raised to 1, 3 raised to 1, which is 6. This will be the highest common factor. Let me give another example, 30 and 42. This 30 can be expressed as 2 into 3 into 5 and 42 can be expressed as 2 into 3 into 7. Here the highest common factor is 2 into 3. Their powers are 1 each, so the highest common factor is 6. I want you to try these questions. Only try the questions. In the next session, I shall be telling you the answers for these questions and will continue the remaining questions of exercise 3.6 as well as 3.7. Thank you.